Nathan Metal Down Under here. I hope everybody's well out there. I've got a vinyl, CD and cassette update this week. Now this will probably be my last update for a little while. Being in lockdown, haven't been able to buy much, and a few things I have bought have all been delayed. And secondly of all, because I'm off work for 4 weeks, the finances just aren't there, so I've had to really tighten the purse strings. So yep, and just a bit of housekeeping. I have a competition running at the moment, if you weren't aware. Finishes on the 27th of this month, a couple of weeks away, and I've had 6 entries so far, which is awesome. I really appreciate the support. Hopefully I get a few more. Really enjoyed the videos so far. But the fourth question, just like to say a little bit about that, was name a lockdown song. And now that could be 2 different things. It could mean a proper lockdown song to do with a virus or a pandemic, end of the world kind of song, or it could be just a really feel-good song that will help you get through. Your choice. So I just thought I'd explain the question a little bit better than I did in the original video. But I'm going to get on with it. I don't want to bore you guys silly and babble too much. I'll get on with it. I'll start off with the cassettes. First one, Billy Idol and 11 of the Best. Pretty much his best up until 87, 88. Was classic songs on which I absolutely love. Hot in the City, fantastic song. Eyes Without a Face, my favourite song. Dancing with Myself, just all classic songs on this cassette. Picked it up at a charity shop for $1. At great condition, sounds fantastic too. So yeah, so stoked to have a bit of Billy Idol. And then we have Journey. This is the first thing I owned by Journey, a great AOR band. This one came out in 1978, called Infinity. Heard a lot of Journey songs, especially the classics, but I actually don't recall any of this particular album. Picked this up for $1. As you can see, it says $1 on there, so I'll have to clean that off. But really looking forward to listening to this. And then great Australian comedian Kevin Bloody Wilson and Born Again Piss Tank. Sure, I love you Australian guys out there. Brendan Van Dee, Andrew Balliner, all about this guy here. Really dirty lyrics, but I loved it when I was a kid. My friend used to dub his cassettes for me, but I had to make sure I played them on my Walkman, because if my mum discovered them, she would have got rid of them, put it that way. But great songs on here. The title track, Born Again Piss Tank, classic. Super Mega Fugly. I Knew the Bride When She Used to Be a Mole. Just really good songs. Rootin' in the Back of the Ute. Just classic gold to me. Takes you right back to my youth. I actually had this one, so glad to get it back, and for $1 for steel and amazing condition. This one came out in 1987 on CBS. So, but Kevin Bloody Wilson for the collection. Awesome stuff. So that's cassettes. I'll get on with the CDs. The first 3 I picked up as a bulk lot from here in New Zealand on a website. And I'd never heard of any of them, but I saw them and I checked them out online and I enjoyed all 3 of them. So yeah, I was stoked. First band is a band called Lynam, Lynam. This came out in 2006, so a few years old now. 3-piece hard rock band, modern sounding hair metal, real feel good stuff. Tap your feet. The song Slave to the Machine, which is the title track, is a track I listened to online, and fantastic song. And the rest of the album is pretty damn fine as well. So check out Lynam, really great modern hard rock band. And the next one was a band called Made of Hate. I'd never heard of these guys either. Checked out a song, the song title track once again, Bullet in Your Head. And on the cover it says, this will thrill all Children of Bodom fans, and that comes from a Metal Hammer. And I totally agree, it has got a real Children of Bodom feel, especially in a lot of the lyrics. Really enjoyed this. Actually haven't listened to the whole album though, so I've only heard a couple of the tracks online. There's a picture of the band, and this guy here actually looks like a younger version of Alexei from Children of Bodom, in my opinion. I only just noticed that. So yeah, it's cool. And you just have band pictures and the lyrics. So happy to add this one to the collection. Real great music, great heavy metal. And this one came out on AFM in 2008. So great stuff. And then the third one I got in that lot, band called $1 Million Reload, and A Sinner's Saint on Frontiers from 2012. So 8 years old, this one too. And if you like the band Buck Cherry, you'll really enjoy this. It's great hard rock with that Buck Cherry sound to it, especially in the vocal departments. Really enjoyable stuff. Haven't listened to it, only heard one song, but the one song I did, I loved. Can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but really looking forward to digging into $1 Million Reload. There's the inside, and there is a picture of the band. Yeah, really gritty hard rock in the vein of Buck Cherry. Great band, check them out. Then we have horror metal band Lordi. I love my horror, I love my metal, so it goes hand in hand with me. Quite a few people out there don't like Lordi, but I really appreciate their music, and I just love their makeup and dress when they're on stage. I just don't know how they play live on stage in all that gear, with all that lighting coming down on them. They must be sweating like pigs. There's a picture of them all dressed up. Just fantastic album. This one's called Scare Force 1. Came out on AFM Records from 2014, and they've just had a new album released too, and I will definitely be picking that one up somewhere down the line. Great songs on here. Scare Force 1, fantastic song, and the whole album is pretty damn good. Monster Is My Name is another song that I heard online and really enjoyed, and really cool cover artwork there. So stoked to have another Lordi in my collection. I think this is my third album I have by them now, all on CD. The vinyl's super expensive. I'd love to have some of their stuff on vinyl, but just out of my price range, especially importing it. So great band, Lordi. Another band I had never heard much of. I'd heard a song by them, The 69 Eyes, and I found this cheap in a shop. I was drawn in by the lady on the cover to start with, and great hard rock band. The lead singer is very unique in his voice. It has a little bit of Peter Steele from Typo Negative sound to his voice, but yeah, just a great band with very unique vocals. This one came out in 2007, and it is called Angels. Yeah, but I really enjoyed it. And there we have the inside, and we have a picture of the band there. But yeah, I really enjoyed The 69 Eyes. Wouldn't be for everybody, but I did enjoy it. So go and check them out. Maybe even a bit of a Murder Dolls sound as well, possibly, in places. Yeah, great band. And this is my first album I own, or first solo album I own by this artist. and that is Sebastian Bach and Angel Down, featuring guest vocals by Axl Rose. He sings on 3 of the tracks. This one came out in 2007 on Caroline Records. Now I believe this is his debut. I'm pretty sure it's his debut. Don't quote me, I might be wrong. I'm wrong all the time. Great tracks on here. Angel Down, fantastic song. Back in the Saddle was the first track I heard of this album, and that one does feature Axl Rose on vocals. But really looking forward to listening to the full album. And on the inside, you have a bit of a photo collage, and Axl Rose is in quite a few of the pictures. So I'm really glad to have my first solo work from Sebastian Bach. Love his Skid Row stuff, his 3 albums that he was on, plus the EP they put out as well. So Sebastian Bach and Angel Down, great album. And then what's playing in the background today? Sinner and Tequila Suicide from 2017. My best find of band-wise of 2019. Discovered these guys through the Rock Scout and Darcy's 6 Strings 9 Lives. Didn't realise they'd been around for so many years, since the start of the 80s, and yeah, fell in love with them. Awesome band. Matt Sinner from Primal Fear is the leader of this group, and plays bass obviously as well, and sings. But yeah, can't get enough of Sinner. Their album Santa Muerta made my top spot of 2019. So yeah, and this one is a great album too. And there we have Matt Sinner there. Fantastic voice has Matt Sinner. So I hope you enjoy listening to a bit of Sinner in the background. So this one came out on AFM from 2017. Great album. Then we have a great thrash metal band out of Melbourne, Australia. I'm pretty sure, I know they're from Australia, but I'm pretty sure they're out of Melbourne. And that is the thrash band Harlot and Proliferation. Just such a great thrash metal band. Modern sounding thrash. This one came out on Metal Blade Records, 2015. Really heavy stuff. Really loud vocals. Screaming in places. Just fantastic shredding guitars. And there we have a picture of the guys there. But yeah, absolutely love this album. Can't get enough of it. Been playing it in the car quite a bit. Actually didn't realise these guys were out of Australia until I bought it. Such a fantastic release. I need to pick up more of their albums. I'm not sure how many they actually have out. Whether they have, I know they've got one after this, but I'm not sure apart from that. But Proliferation, great album to have in the collection. Check them out if you're into your thrash and you've never heard them. And then the last one, Dead by April. They are a new metal band, metalcore band. I know a lot of guys in the VC music community, in the metal part anyway, don't like new metal or metalcore, but I enjoy some, but especially Dead by April. A fantastic band out of Sweden. I think they're out of Sweden. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Love their sound. Even got my wife interested in the band, and she's not a big heavy metal fan. You have growly, screamy vocals and very clean vocals. Amazing mix of the two voices. Been through a few singers over the years, but this guy here who plays guitar, amazing on the guitar, really shreds, and he also has a great vocal as well. So yeah, I'm really enjoying Dead by April. This one's called Worlds Collide from 2017. Paid a little bit more for this one because I bought it from overseas, but I'm stoked that I have it. I have, this is my second album I own by Dead by April. I also own their debut from about 2008. Great band, check them out. So that's all the CDs I have. Now onto the vinyl. I have 5 vinyl. I think that's it. Thought I may have forgotten one. Nope. I got 5 vinyl to show. Now the first 3 I am going to show pickups that I got the day before we went into lockdown. I thought I'd better get it to the record store since they're going to be closed for 4 weeks. I picked up 5 albums, 2 of which I won't show because they're heading off to Australia soon to a VC member, but I'll show you what I did get. First one I picked up was last year's release from Steel Panther and Heavy Metal Rules. I really enjoy them. Real fun sounding hair metal, modern hair metal. They take the piss out of hair metal. Really good stuff. They don't take themselves seriously, but they are amazing musicians, and yeah, I really enjoy them. My second album I own by them now. I own the last one on vinyl also, and a DVD they put out a few years back. I love them. Some people don't, but I really do. And this one came on a really cool splattery see-through blue vinyl. So that's really awesome colour there. As I said, this one came out. What did it come out on? What was the label? 2019 on. Not sure the label, but great cover artwork there as well. So that's the first one I picked up from the record store. Next one I picked up from the record store, so stoked to have, Alice Cooper's Hey Stupid, one of my top 2 from Alice Cooper. Now I have this on vinyl, CD and cassette, which I'm so wrapped about. And this is music on vinyl pressing, so really top quality. And I've got number 1374. I'm not sure how many were put out, but great songs on here. Hey Stupid, Burning Our Bed, Dangerous Tonight, Might As Well Be on Mars, Feed My Frankenstein. Just a fantastic album all round. So wrapped to have it. There's Alice Cooper there on the back. And this one came on Epic, and on this really cool blue, grey vinyl. So stoked to have a bit more Alice Cooper for my collection. I've seen him twice in concert now, and in the last few years, and he's still amazing for his age live. I saw him play with Motley Crue, and he blew Motley Crue out of the water. Vince Neil just can't sing. And the third one I picked up. I've been wanting this for some time since it was released last year. Sacred Reich and Awakening. Fantastic album, even though it only has 8 tracks. Still a great speed metal, heavy metal, thrash metal, whatever you want to call it, album. This one came out on a really cool, clear, see-through, black splattery vinyl as well on Metal Blade Records. Always do a good job on their releases on vinyl. Great cover artwork there, and on the inside, if I can get into it, we have some pictures and lyrics, and there's a picture of the guys on the back. You can see there's one young guy in the band now too. Can't remember why the last year they put out a release, but I know that was years and years ago, which I love all Sacred Recht's music. It's a fantastic band from my youth, is Sacred Recht. So stoked to have this one finally. Two more. I bought this one from a second-hand store. My first ever Nuclear Assault album, and this is an EP, Good Times, Bad Times. Cover from a band I'm not sure who did the original. I did know, but still can't think of it at the moment. This is on Under One Flag, mint condition, and it has Good Times, Bad Times, and it has another studio track, Happy Days, and then you have 3 live tracks. So that's cool. Really like that cover there. I don't think it had anything inside. Nope. But yeah, my first Nuclear Assault. Great to have that. And then my favourite pickup. I got recommended this on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. Came up as a recommendation. I'd never heard of the band before, and I listened to the song they put up, and yeah, loved it. Went straight on Discogs and found the album. Skin and Bones, not a pretty sight. As I said, I'd never heard of them. This track is amazing, absolutely love the track. The song Cover Me With Roses, great guitar work in that song, great vocals. There's the guys there, should have been much bigger than they were. I reckon Skin and Bones are better than a lot of the upper tier hair metal bands from the late 80s, early 90s. Similar sounding, Danger, Lily and Axe, a bit of Faster Pussycat in there. Really enjoyable stuff. But yeah, I really enjoy this album. So stoked to have it. I'm not sure if this is a white label promo. Yeah, I'm not sure. Probably isn't. But there's the very thin vinyl. I actually thought it might have been warped, but when I put it on to play it, it played perfectly fine. And we got a funny design there on the back on Equinox Records. Skin and Bones, not a pretty sight. Came out in 1990. So at the end of the hair metal days, I reckon they should have been a lot bigger than they were. But the best thing about this, which I wasn't aware was in it, it came with this, the promotional material they sent out to, I believe, the radio stations, and I wasn't aware this was in it. So yeah, it was Rekt. And inside, the first page is a write-up about the band, which I can't read, it's in another language, I'm not even sure what language it's in. And then you have a write-up about the band, and this one is actually in English. These guys are out of New York City. Yeah, I love it. Great, tap your feet, hair metal. And then you also had articles out of magazines. So you've got that one there, another magazine there, and another write-up there, which was cool. But the best thing about this, it had a letter. And I think this letter was probably put in just to say to show that the guys had a bad boy image. It was actually from the studio where they made the record, and I thought I'd read it out because it's actually quite amusing, quite funny, and it's dated 20th of November 1989, and it says, "Dear Rob," whoever Rob is, I'm not sure. "Following our telephone conversation this morning, I write to register my grave concern and indeed personal dismay at the way in which Skin and Bones disported themselves during their recent sessions at Metropolis. We have never before had to contend with such stupid bad behaviour and indeed vandalism. And for this reason alone, I feel it incumbent upon me to let you have a detail of what happened during their stay. It goes without saying that we cannot on any account consider their return in the future. I feel also bound to say that we are at present considering whether to press charges for the damage to the Metropolis property. And then number one, the guitar player jumped up and down on our £30,000 piano. I'd hate to think of the consequences had it actually been damaged. 2. Despite the immediate proximity of loo and bathroom facilities in Studio B, they chose to urinate in the sink. 3. The sink in the studio bathroom was left stained with black hair dye. 4. Last evening in the reception area of Studio A, they smashed bottles against the walls and also threw orange juice over the walls. 5. Doors was deliberately slammed and one is now broken. 6. They left bottles of urine around the studio and these were found and cleared away by the staff and cleaners. 7. Noses were blown in hand towels. 8. The bath mat in Studio A was sodden and yellow with urine. 9. They bickered among themselves and last evening became physically violent. They verbally abused our night security officer. I am sorry that I have to bring up these points, but feel you would agree that they are totally unacceptable, whatever the image of the group may be. It reminds me one of the worst excesses of juvenile rioting at Margate in the 60s. They sadly have not the remotest idea of what is expected in terms of cleanliness or good sense, and in any case, self-presumed position and inflated ego cannot excuse the inexcusable. We have had to charge you £20 for additional cleaning and for the replacement of a pair of headphones. I'm amazed the costs of this fiasco are so limited. Yours sincerely, Karen Goodman, Studio Manager. So I thought that was awesome bit of memorabilia to have. Really amusing if you ask me. I hope you guys enjoyed that. So that is what I have picked up in the last little bit. I hope you guys stay safe out there and I hope you get a chance to enter my competition. Would really appreciate it. So thanks guys, and I will catch you in my next update or my next video, whatever that may be. Bye guys.